everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. I wanted to briefly talk about Amara La Negra's interview on The Breakfast Club. I was surprised at how dismissive Charlamagne and DJ A.V.A were toward Amara. She was trying to inform the viewers about the struggles that Afro Latinos have striving in the entertainment industry, but they were so dismissive.
Simplify it for us. What exactly is the struggle that you're facing? What is the struggle?
I'll tell you something that happened that was really important in my lifetime that is the reason why I stand so hard for it. I went to do an audition for a Latin soap opera, and they told me I had a special look. Special look means you're black. So they said I had a special look, and I was like, okay, cool. They're like, honestly, because you're so cool, I'm just going to tell you the truth. Listen, if we have any roles like, maybe like a prostitute or, a gangster, Bible, or a gangster, or maybe if we do like a slave, maybe like soap opera or something, definitely you will have you in mind. They'll always pick the lighter. They'll always pick the ones that look, like I said before, like J-Lo's and Shakiras and stuff before they look at us. But when you look like me, you don't look Latina enough. What does that even mean? There isn't a Latin country that doesn't have people that look like myself. So why aren't we on magazine? Why aren't we on movies? Why aren't we? So it bothers me. Who cares if you're talented? Who cares if you're educated? You're always going to be the last option. And that's just,
so
it's just a symbol of beauty.
I don't see that.
So you think it's the dark skin?
Of course it is. I'm not even going to front.
How do you explain Issa Rae? How do you explain people, SZA? How do you explain those?
But she's talking about the Latin market.
Yeah.
So you're not Latin, so you don't listen to Latin music.
Exactly.
I thought she's trying to break in America.
I think for Amara, she's had her...
Americans will accept me easier than the Latin community would. For the most part, I'm coming from the Latin market into the American, and this is the struggles that we have.
Right, you can say
you sure
you don't...
it's not in your mind? Well, what is Cardi B?
Cardi B is Dominican, and I think she's mixed with
or something.
She's mixed with something else.
So how do you explain her? People like
she popped up in the American, not the Latin market. Just in case y'all didn't know, this is happening to us over here. Because people focus on what's happening in this part of the world, but kind of forget that over here, there's more people. There's more things happening.
I have to applaud Amara for sitting there and taking the time to explain that to them, because for some reason they just don't get it. It's really no different from how black people in America had to fight for equality, had to fight for acceptance and representation. And America has made some progression, but in Latin American countries, this is still a problem. Black people, people of African descent, still have problems being accepted and being represented. And it's really kind of unfortunate. And I've heard this argument saying that, well, you're black, you're not Latino. Why do you want to be accepted as a Latino? But you have to understand this. When you talk about Latinos and Latinas, you talk about people who come from Latin American countries. In Latin American countries, there are people of all different types of races. Europeans, specifically from Spain, indigenous people, Africans, all different types of people. It's just a melting pot. It's a boiling pot of different races. And they all share the same culture. That's why they identify as Latinos. So saying you're black, you shouldn't have to identify as a Latino is like telling a black American person, well, you're black, you shouldn't identify as an American. You see how that works?
The world liked their Latinas to look Italian, not like me. And so I wasn't going up for Latina parts. I was going up for African American parts.
I would get really positive reactions at auditions for both African American and Latino parts. But I didn't look Latino enough because of the curly hair and the freckles and the nose and all that stuff. It bothered me, of course it bothered me, because what I look like and what I am, it doesn't change that I'm a Latina. You're telling me that I'm too dark?
My agent was saying, okay, we're having trouble. They look at her picture and we send her out for Latina roles, but they're looking more for fair skin or Mexican. I ended up booking more African American roles. I still to this day have trouble booking a lot of Latina roles, just because, I'm a brown Latina.
I identify with my culture, more so than a lot of the guys that I've lost roles to, but I just don't look as Latin as they do.
It was frustrating for me at the time auditioning, because I would go into a room and, based on color, sometimes they felt that I looked black. Have somebody that didn't know anything about my culture telling me what Latino was. And I was like, all right, cool. How do we speak again? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know. So I'm not dressed like a Latino? Okay, how should I dress? Oh, yeah. I open my shirt a little more. Cool. I mean, what do you want me to do? You want me to salsa while I speak? They would be like, yeah, more like that.
So do y'all understand now? This is what they have to go through. Anyway, tell me what you all think down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.